Hollywood Studios right now. We are trying all of the special treats around Walt Disney World Resort and Parks for this year's Pride Month. We are starting off at Rosie's All-American Cafe, and they are featuring this gorgeous fried cake dome, and we are getting ready to try it. So the description online or on the app says that it's actually a cupcake, and I think we can all tell from fact this is not indeed a cupcake. I would say it's more of a cheesecake dome. So let's dig in and see what we find out together. The cookie is a little hard to cut into. Okay, so it is indeed not a cupcake. I know we're all completely shocked by that. It looks like it's some kind of raspberry cheesecake mousse. I'm not sure. So let's dig in. We'll try it out together. There is glitter everywhere, but how else would we have it? So it is indeed a raspberry mousse. You can see the inside. It's actually pretty good. It's a little tart, which I personally don't mind. I'm not a huge fan of giant overly sugary treats. So this is a little tart. Let's try the cookie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not 100% sure what this cookie is. It really doesn't have much flavor to it. Let's say it's a sugar cookie. It really doesn't taste like much else. So we have the fried, delicious, let's call it a straw raspberry tart mousse cheesecake dome, since we aren't sure. On the menu, it's just called a Pride dome. I would get this again. I wouldn't go out of my way to get it, but if I'm hungry and I want something to eat, why not? So there we have it. That's our first treat. Again, we are trying every single treat around the Walt Disney World Resort and Parks, so follow us along. So here we are with our next Pride treat at Backlot Express. You can also get this Pride Cupcake over at the ABC Commissary. This one is described as a vanilla cupcake with a red berry buttercream, and it's supposed to be filled with sprinkles, rainbow sprinkles. So let's cut into it and we'll see what we get. As you guys can see, there is quite the amount of icing and buttercream on here. I mean, I don't know who came up with these ratios, but this seems like a very little cake to a very lot of icing. So icing lovers, this might be for you. Let's cut into it. It did come with this little sleeve around it, but I did rip that off. Here we go. So there's a tiny wee bit of filling in there. Again, this amount of icing, I cannot. But some of you may love this. I do not know if that will be for me. Let's try it out. Also, behind the scenes of recording, always bring baby wipes or napkins. All right. right, so we're gonna give this a try. This is the Pride Cupcake. There she goes. Here you guys can see that. Again, this is a lot of icing. I just want to see. I wanted you guys to see my reaction to that because of how much icing is actually on this cupcake. Oh my gosh, my teeth are bright red. This is tart for a cupcake. I don't mind it. Like I said in my last segment, I don't mind tart treats. With that being said though, this is a lot of icing, and sometimes when you eat a lot of icing, it kind of sits in your stomach a little bit differently. I am not a person that likes a ton of icing on my cupcake. I would rather have a more even ratio than this. But it's good. The compote on the inside, the berry compote on the inside, it's tasty, it's tart. I would have liked a little bit more, maybe a little bit more of the actual cake part. The cake's nice, light, it's moist, it crumbles really nicely, so I do enjoy that. The red berry, oh my gosh, all my things are flying away. The red berry buttercream, I'll show you guys again. I mean, it's red. You can see it in my teeth. It's red, and there's a lot, and I mean more than half the cupcake itself is this red berry. I'm gonna give it another try. It's got a little tart kick to it, which I do actually like a lot better with the second bite rather than the overly whipped buttercream you normally get with a vanilla cupcake that comes from Disney or one of the quick service restaurants. So I'd say, you know, I would go for the cheesecake at Rosie's All-American Cafe over this one, just because it's a little bit different than your basic Disney cupcake. So let's see where we end up next. Made it over to Toy Story Land here at Hollywood Studios, and our next Pride treat for Pride Month is the Pride Lunchbox Tart. It says it's a guava-filled pastry with the blue fondant, as we can see, rainbow sprinkles, and a sour candy ribbon. The blue Mickey is supposed to be chocolate. Let's break it open and see what we can get. So the sour candy didn't break, obviously. It's real, like, rubbery. I'm not quite sure about that. Here's the inside of the pastry. Looks tasty, it smells good. Normally all of the Lunchbox tarts are pretty yummy. So let's dive in, we'll see what we think. It's surprisingly good. The pastry tart itself is really moist and really easily crumbled, so you can break it apart pretty easily. The inside is right along with all of the other Pride treats we've had around Hollywood Studios. I would say it's not tart, but it definitely tastes like guava. People are hovering around me trying to steal my table. Sounds about right. I would definitely recommend getting this with some water. There's definitely a lot of flavor in it, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I think the blue fondant, I'm not a huge fan of fondant. It is what it is. Oh, not blue, it's purple. I know my colors. It's purple. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it does go with the treat really well. So if you love the Woody Lunchbox tarts, go for it. I don't see why not. I don't see why you wouldn't get this. I'm gonna try to break open just a little bit more of the guava so you guys can see that. There we go. It's a little bit more of the guava filling. It is pretty tasty. It tastes just like guava. So if you love these little treats. They're super quick and easy. So over here at Woody's Lunchbox. At Disney's Animal Kingdom, and we found this Pride Cupcake over at Restaurantosaurus. It is also at Flame Tree Barbecue, and it's also at Pizzafari. It is a zebra decorated white chocolate Mickey in the colors of the Pride flag that's sitting on top of a cloud, is as they describe it, and a ribbon of color also in the Pride flag colors of frosting. And then the cake itself is a funfetti vanilla cake. Inside is supposed to be a cotton candy mousse, so let's cut it open. We'll see what we get. I'm gonna take the sleeve off of it. All right, here we go. I'm also gonna take this super adorable zebra Mickey Mouse. R.I.P. my fingers. All right, here we go. Okay, so it said there was supposed to be cotton candy mousse on the inside. Whoop, down she goes. I personally am, oh my lord, just seeing, this is a mess. I'm just seeing sprinkles and like a congealed piece of, I'm gonna assume it's mousse. Okay, I'm gonna clean up and then we'll be right back. Okay, clean my hands up just a tad. Very lousy noise to trash can right by us. So let's have a look one more time, and then we'll give her a try. So I'm finding this really interesting, and I normally don't have the best of luck with cupcakes that actually have somewhat of a decent filling, and I don't even know what to call this. It's literally just a ball. Like, they rolled it up. It's a ball. So let's try this out. Maybe it tastes better than it looks. The cake itself is really good. It's really nice and light and moist, and it doesn't taste dry at all. The cake, I really am enjoying the cake. I'm gonna try the frosting. That's a lot of buttercream frosting. As I said earlier, I'm not a huge fan of too much frosting on a cupcake. Now the frosting with the cake itself is actually pretty good. Again, I honestly, I do not know what to even really think about this. When I hear cotton candy mousse, I think more of, I don't even know how to describe this, to be honest. I'm at a loss for words, if you cannot tell. So anyways, this is really good. It's pretty much at every quick service other than Pandora here at Animal Kingdom. If you're looking for a quick treat, it's a great one. I would definitely say it's worth the money.
So this is the key lime pie tart right here. I'll hold it like this because it'll slide off the plate if I don't hold it, adjust it. This is from Cheshire Cafe. It's called the Pride Key Lime Tart, and it just says it has sweet whipped cream topped with a chocolate piece. So let's try it. This is what the inside looks like. It's really nice and sweet. The crust is pretty buttery. It has a little bit of that like crumbly crunch to it. And the key lime inside is really nice. You get whipped cream. This is a good key lime pie. I like this. I would get this again. And this one is Let me get the price. And this one is $5.49 also. So this one's a winner. I would do this one again. Last stop of the day, we're at the popcorn cart on the opposite side of the hub, right off Main Street. They have 2 cake pops that we're gonna get. Okay, I'm back in the shade with my cake pops. This one is barely hanging on, like by a thread, if that. This is like both of these that I have are funfetti filled, large, very large cake pops. This one is white chocolate covered and this is dark chocolate covered. This one has pink and blue and this one obviously has rainbow. Literally, if I move this one the wrong way, it's game over. So I'm gonna try this one first and see. Sorry, that was probably not a good shot. There we go. So it's actual cake. I was expecting like how they have the really like moist cake pops, but like the confectionery, but it's like actual funfetti cake in here. But it's good. I mean, it's extremely overpowered by the chocolate, obviously, but the cake inside, it tastes moist. It is a little, okay, I'm saying that back. It is a little dry in there. It's a little dry, and I was expecting, you know, like the kind of icing kind of cake pop where it's like more like a dough, I guess you could say. But it's really good. It's a really big size also. So you can try the right one. Obviously, as you can see, structural integrity of this guy. This one is like, this one's good. This one's hung in there. I will say, this one does taste more like the candy coating versus like actual white chocolate, like the candy coating for cake pops. Again, funfetti inside. It's the same cake. It's this one doesn't taste quite as dry. I don't know if maybe they're just made at different times. Normally, I'm not a big white chocolate fan, but I'd probably say if you're looking for a regular style cake pop, go with this one. One, it holds up a lot better. Like the chocolate, they've been out the same amount of time. The chocolate on this one, look, I'm like waving it around, whereas this one is, I can't even pick it up anymore. So this one probably will be a little bit less messier. It's just like it's a cake pop. There's nothing crazy about it. $5.25 for each of these, and you can find them at the popcorn cart in the hub.
We're here at Epcot now, and we're giving the Pride Liege Waffle a try. Here it is. You can get this at Connections Cafe. It's $3.99, $4.25 with tax. It's absolutely gorgeous. The pictures, I mean, come on. So let's break it in half. We're gonna see what the middle looks like. We did really like the Liege Waffle when Connections first opened. Let's see, I'm trying to break it. It's a little bit difficult. So here's the inside. Just looks like a plain Liege waffle. It looks like they just added like a pride flag on the top of it and different rainbow colored icing. I'm gonna give it a try. I already can tell you I'm probably gonna like this a lot. It's really good. The icing adds a little bit of extra sugar. With the Liege waffle, it has the, I don't know if you guys can see this, it has like pearl sugar on the inside, so it's kind of like already baked into it. And it's nice because it's not just a flat waffle. It's got some thickness, I guess is the right word for it, so you can see it all throughout. It's got different layers in it, and the pearl sugar adds a nice crunch to it, which I really enjoy. The icing on top, honestly, like it's just plain icing. They probably used some food coloring, but it's super cute. Definitely recommend getting this. It's at Connections Cafe, and it's here for the whole entire month of June. So we made our way over to the Norway Pavilion, and we went to the Kringla Cafe and got this very colorful almond frangipane cake. It's called the Pride Cake, and it's nice and layered. I'm having a hard time taking it off the plate, so I'm trying to show you guys. And then the top, it's a little another white chocolate medallion. This one's got Mickey's and the Pride flag. All right, we're gonna cut it, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So here's what we have. It's just layered pieces of cake. All right, I'm gonna give it a try. It's good. It's very sweet. It's also a lot. I'm not somebody that likes to eat a ton of cake. So it's a lot of cake. I would definitely say you could probably share this with somebody. Each layer is a different color, as you guys could see. And this top layer here is chocolate ganache. And I like that. That was good. There's a really good piece of chocolate ganache kind of covering over, and the bitterness of the chocolate is definitely helping it break up the sweetness of the cake. I would say that it's a cute treat to get if you're waiting for somebody to get off of Frozen, or that you don't want to, and you just need a snack, something quick around the world. It's a good sweet treat. It's definitely not something I go out of my way for, though.
All right, we're at All Star Movies right now. We stopped by World Premiere Food Court. They have a Rainbow of Pride cake roll right here. Twist it so you can see. It's the cutest little, like, super vibrant cake roll. It has icing in the center with sprinkles all in here, a little white chocolate medallion and icing. It's a vanilla cake roll with a lemon cream cheese filling and a white chocolate coin right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it. I will say it is very pretty off the bat, and it's really gloomy outside and it's still really popping. Turn it so you can see the interior. Okay, vanilla cake. Yeah, you definitely get vanilla for sure. It's a little dry. These were sitting in like a chilled case, so I don't know if maybe it's just been sitting in there too long, but it does taste like it would have been fresh. But maybe it was in the case a little bit too long. The lemon cream cheese is really nice and light. It's not super sweet. You get a little bit of crunch from like the sprinkles. Yeah, this is actually a really nice light cake. Again, I think mine was just maybe in the cooler a little bit too long. The lemon in the cream cheese is like super subtle. It's not tart. It's really nice and light. I like this. Let me try this icing on the outer edge. This is whipped cream down here. Sorry, my camera's not focusing. But this is all whipped cream down here. And then the medallion, again, is just like a piece of white chocolate with a little of the paint over top. But this is good. It's a cute little small treat. It's very bright, nice and vibrant. It kind of reminds me of the tie-dye cheesecake in looks from Pop. I like this. I would probably get this again.
We hope you have enjoyed our reviews of the Pride treats around Walt Disney World. They are available throughout the month of June. You can head over to our site for more information.